Hey everybody. It's your favorite uncle here, Uncle Burnsy. I know you hear that music. That's that Citizen Sleeper 2 calling. Hopefully y'all having a good week. Very chaotic out there, but hey, how about we just chill and try to fight some corporate overlords today in Citizen Sleeper 2. Gotta get back to being the missionist again. Before we begin, hey, thank you everyone for all the shout out and the love on both Twitch and on the YouTube side of things. For all my YouTube folks out there, please follow, like, subscribe, do all the things. Well, not follow, but subscribe. Twitch, follow me. Come on now. What else are we doing? We're just trying to fight our corporate overlords because last time we got blown up, but we came back from the ashes like a phoenix in the wind. And I forgot what we're supposed to do. No active drives. Oh yeah, we met whatchamacallit again? Bliss. But I got these two glitched dice. Can I get rid? I forgot how to get rid of these. Oh. I'm gonna try it. I'm all about trying. I'm about to roll the dice here. It's probably gonna be a fail. Oh, we got a +1. So that means this 80% is about to hit me negative. So I know we have to get rid of these glitch dice though. Oh, get a positive outcome with the glitch dice. Whatever happens, happens. See? See? I'll take it. I need to be repaired though. I only got 2 dice slots here. Nimba's kitchen. I can earn a meal. That sounds nice. Also, the ambiance music, glorious, if you will. Can I just go to sleep? You know, like, I don't think I have any points. My beautiful. First off, every time I see this, it's just like baddie. Every time. But that's just me. That is just me. So we're here. The rig. A brief respite. Hexport's demise has put a barrier between Darkseid and the far spindle. Lane can't follow, so for now, you are safe. Until whatever this happens to be. We have 96 cryo. We have no fuel or supplies. Because we got raw scrap. So I'll say, please look for supplies. We have nothing. We lose 1 energy per cycle. Sure. Oh, glitch. Ooh, the glitch. It's still there. But that's okay. It's 1 more, and I have a 1. Thanks. Hey, Bliss. And she's repairing it. I can't believe Bliss made it. She made it out here, man. I still remember her story. Her story was pretty cool. I mean, she left us with a shop last time. Yep, we're not engaged. Explore the core. What else do we have? I got like a 1 and a dice that's more than likely gonna give me a negative outcome, so it's the worst roll you can get. Nope. Roam the docks. It takes fortitude to explore among the chaos. I'm screaming. Study the manifest. With so much freight flying around, it seems safer to cozy up with a terminal and study the manifest to learn this place. Pinnacle Explorer. The Pinnacle docks are vast and filled with freight haulers and stevedores. This is not an easy place to wander. Indeed. I do like all the little details. They're doing the work, the good work down here. I guess we can continue down here for what it's worth. New location discovered. Ooh. I want to see what it is. Spindle's Edge. Most of the far spindle workers don't like going out to seal up the new units, so they leave that tiring and dangerous work for outsiders. I'm screaming. Well, that's not me. I'm not enduring. Yeah, it's a no for me, dog. Big dog. All right. Ugh, I hate these glitch dice. At least it gives me something for the negative outcome. I'll take it. But I need to earn a meal though, because I think I'm gonna probably do that when I go to sleep next time, so. You awake to the sound of blaring proximity alarms. You quickly unstrap from your bunk and dizzily glance around. Lane? Bounty hunters? You kick off and glide to the door. As you do, Bliss pops their head around the corner. Sorry. They look a little sheepish. In all honesty, it's not my fault. Your wiring's all backward. It takes you a moment to understand what's happening. You steady yourself against the door frame. Seriously, Bliss? No, I'm gonna say sorry. I'm just a little jumpy. I get it. Bliss looks down. Didn't mean to wake you. It takes you a while to get ready and drift down to the mess to see what's happening. By then, Bliss has turned off the alarms. You find them unspooling wires from a hatch you'd never previously noticed in the mess's ceiling. Sorry again, sleeper. Their voice comes through the ceiling panels, muffled and dulled. You settled at a stool, neatly tucking your legs behind the crossbar. How are the repairs coming? No, how are you doing this? Me? Bliss's muffled voice echoes around the room. I'm working. I pause. Helps keep my mind off things. What things? Bliss spins deftly, hooking their legs onto this open ceiling so that from your perspective, they are hanging upside down. They give you a look. Do you really want to know? A yawning Seraphim drifts in. He looks between the two of you, amused. What are you both doing up so early? You and Bliss exchange amused looks. What? Seraphim asks. You didn't hear the alarm? He shrugs, heavy sleeper. He drifts over to the mess's cupboards to hunt for some breakfast. You turn back to Bliss, but they have disappeared back into the ceiling panels. Before long, the mess is filled with the shrill screech of a power tool. Seraphim looks totally unaffected and hooks himself onto a stool, lazily sucking at a ration pouch while he taps away at his slate. The screech finally stops. After a while, you kick off from your stool. Time to head out. Bliss rushes after you, stopping you in the passageway before you can leave. I have something I want to show you. Ho ho! Oh, we got 2 6s. That is a roll on rolls. Bliss leads you off the main corridor into a corner of the ship you don't remember visiting before. You come into a room with low, sloped ceilings, a single round, a window illuminating some neat tool storage, and a workbench set into the wall. Look, Bliss begins. I'm no specialist, but I'm a quick learner and good at repairs. They smile, and I think you have need of me. I mean, I would always hire Bliss. Like, she's good people. If y'all didn't see it, if y'all go ahead and go watch Citizen Sleeper 1 over there, she is good people. And we do need you, permanently. They glance at you, at a tear in the thick vinyl skin of your arm. Can I have a look? Or can I take a look? Sure. They smile and lead you towards the workbench. They turn your arm, looking at the tear from all angles. They reach over to the workbench and take a small sealant gun from the rack. You look at the setup. It's basic, but it looks clean and well organized. They gently close the tear with sealant, pressing the edges together so it closes up neatly. After they are done, they release your arm, and you can barely see the scar. Bliss admires their work. See? They smile. I know it's more serious than a tear. Bliss folds their arms, but I can handle it. I thought I said can't. They turn and search through a set of metal drawers for a moment. Here, they produce a couple of carefully machined, pristine components. Was saving these for an important job, they wink. I guess I just found it. Bliss pushes the components into your hand. Take them. When you are ready, come up here and we'll fix you up. These are a rare find though. In future, we might have to make do with something lower quality, they wince. You can find scrap components at most scrapper ships, like that one that's hanging around the underhang. The better the components, the easier they'll integrate with your system. Bliss leans on the workbench. I'll do my best to keep you running. But why help me? You are a guest in my bay, and I can't have my guests' bodies collapsing, now can I? Plus, I think it benefits me if you think of me as indispensable, Bliss smiles. I should get back to fixing the ship. They leave you in the workshop among the simple tools, considering the particular qualities of your new friend. That's a great friend to have. Dice repair is now available! Finally. Yeah, I'm taking these 2 6s and we're repairing. Oh, actually, Okay, scraps, yeah. And then dice repair. Looks like she gave us some good components. You can repair your dice at the rig workshop. You can only repair dice which are fully broken. Repairs require either scrap components or rare components. The better components you use, the less glitches you will suffer. You cannot repair dice during a contract. Ooh, that's gonna be important. At least we're not in a contract right now. We got rare components, and this is just regular scrap. Okay.
Yes. My dice. My dice are coming back. I feel power.
Let's see what this is. Complete. Make repairs. Okay. Oh yeah, minor. So I got a point. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna repair again, please. Yes, I am complete. All right. Where should we go today? Thank you, Bliss. I appreciate you. No, we were down here. That's right, at the underhang. Because we're almost done with this one. Ooh, got some energy. New location, the Scrapper Ship. And Scrap Shift. You can buy scrap components. Ooh, I might do that. So I think this is just for money. Oh, they can process raw scrap. I need the developers of this game to give me a final of this too, please. I will be playing this through the house. All right, so we got, ooh, we have processed scrap. Cut and wrapped scrap plating, ready for the exchange. Nice. I don't know what this is for, but I love how they have expanded scrap besides the original original scrap that we had in the first game. I really love that. Okay, so that's not really going towards anything. Impressing Nemba. Nemba is too busy to spend too much time with everyone in the kitchen, but he does notice those who do good work. Why not? I'm gonna earn me a meal. More uses for more problems. Yeah, pretty much. Oh! Ooh, I got my energy back. Nice. I really just... And I also love the fact that we have... You can basically kind of play this game and not know what happened in the events of the first game, although you're missing out on, like, the lore building from the first game. But yeah, it's really cool. Got 1 point. This costs 4 points. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I gotta save anyway. I keep forgetting it goes up after each upgrade, so. Okay, let's go to sleep. To the rig. Give me some supplies though, please. I beg. You jerk suddenly awake. Ah, dang glitches, man. A fragment is lodged in your mind, a shard of sound, a signal, a tone. It resonates like a tinnitus, obviously internal, yes. It's inescapable. You look down to see your hands blurred, your fingers dancing as if they were typing. Your fingers flap like caught birds. Take control. It takes all your focus to settle them. You force yourself back into them, a sensation like squeezing on a tight pair of gloves. Oh my gosh, y'all, what's happening to us? That's what I want to know. You flex your hands a little to feel them, test them. What was that? You take a deep breath to calm yourself, but as you do, you are reminded that you don't need to breathe. It is a claustrophobic sensation that you cannot shake. You get up, push off the wall, pull on your clothes, and anything to escape the dreams that hover there are at the back of your mind. Seraphin drifts in casually, heading to his bunk to grab something. You can't shake the strange sensation that he has just drifted into your mind. He shoots you a glance. I said, "Are you okay?" He gives you a concerned look. You look terrible. Not really. You mumble a response. You need to talk to me, Sleeper. Seraphin gives you a look. He sighs. I know something happened back when we were leaving Hexport. What do you mean? I saw it, Sleeper. Saw something change in your eyes. He pauses, looking for the right way to explain. They were cold, fixed. I've never seen that before. Back when we first met, I knew at once you were human. I knew because of your eyes. I'd never met a sleeper before, but I knew immediately that you were no machine. It was obvious. But then, on the rig, I couldn't see that anymore. I don't know what happened, but I am a machine. I am a machine, Seraphin. You don't understand. It was basically, the Duke taking control, so I wonder if he's still trying to take control from far away. That's why I think, that red ticker is going. What did it feel like? He gives you a curious look. I'm gonna try to identify it. Let's go. Hey. You close your eyes and recall the moment. You remember Lane's voice, the rig hot and close, the numbness, and then you see it glittering in the non-space of your mind, thin and bright like spider's silk, a thread. Sleeper? Seraphin's voice interrupts your thoughts. You open your eyes to his irritated face. Are you even listening? We need to get you checked up. We need to know what's happening. Seraphin gives you a stubborn stare. This isn't just about you. But where? I've been asking around. Seraphin's face is set with determination now. There's another station near this one. Flotsam. It's a mess, an accumulation of wrecks and docked ships. Flotsam. Or not Flotsam, Flotsam. Ugh. But I feel like this is familiar for some reason. I'm not quite sure. It's a mess, an accumulation of wrecks and docked ships, but it also houses some of the best artificers in the wash. We should go there as soon as the rig is ready. Okay, I'll go. Thank you. Look, I know I don't know what it is like to be a sleeper. I understand there are things you can't tell me, can't show me, but I do know how fear can keep you from doing what you need to do. That's big dog right there. That's big dog. He is your ride or die till the end. That's true. I'm not going to nag you about it, but it needs to be done. He passes by you as he leaves the bunks, squeezing your shoulder as he does, leaving you to your thoughts. Huh, interesting. Driftwood, I think. Also names of one of the Ursula's eels. Oh yeah, that's true. Man, Little Mermaid. Forgot all about that. But yeah, that's my dog. Like, if I was in front of him right now, it's pretty much the whole, like, Tiger Woods meme, big dog. You finish getting dressed, feeling your body, its strangeness, even though you wish you didn't. At the very least, you think you need to find someone who can stop you falling apart. Maybe Flotsam is not such a bad idea. You push the thought to the back of your mind. There's a cycle ahead, and the rig isn't ready. When it is, then you'll see. Well, I got a glitched dice. I'm gonna use it at the kitchen down here. I'm gonna impress Nemba again. Gotta get rid of these glitched dice. Oh, I see. I forget about glitched dice. Is it because I have to... Oh, what's up? Diagnose your frame. Sure. Oh, I'll take energy. I ain't tripping on energy. You get food. Okay, now. Come on. Now, come on now. All right, that's what I thought. Okay. Really? You couldn't give me a positive one right there? I'm gonna save that point though, by the way, for an upgrade, because obviously I can't afford anything right now. Ah, that glitch. As you drift lazily down to the ship's mess, you hear raised voices. You steel yourself for a moment at the entrance, then slip inside. Seraphin sits, hooked onto his usual stool, his slate glowing beside him. He is shaking his head as you enter. Bliss, meanwhile, is floating freely and gesticulating sharply as they explain something important. I don't see why not. Bliss chops at the air. It's not like you have an alternative. We can get the cryo. It'll take time, but we can get it. That was the deal. Seraphin speaks calmly, trying to placate Bliss. Sleeper. Bliss spots you entering, and they turn to Seraphin. Let's see what Sleeper thinks about it. Keep me out of it. I don't want to know anything. I am ignorant today. No, I'm kidding. About what? They both fall silent for a moment. Seraphin sighs. The rig's ready, Sleeper. Bliss gestures around the mess. I fixed it. Hell, I've improved it. She's purring. Thanks to me. Her. Now, wouldn't you say, having done such an incredible job, I deserve to be paid properly for my work? A calculated look crosses their face. A refit and retune like this would typically cost my clients hundreds of cryo, even if I was feeling charitable. Seraphim sighs loudly. He knows where this is going. See, I can make you pay, and maybe you could even scrape the cryo up, but not without taking a contract and taking this ship off station, leaving me in the lurch. We wouldn't do that, Seraphim starts, but Bliss holds up a hand to shush him. Shush! So, I have a proposition. One that clears the debt completely. They pause. I will turn around the open sign on this little bay of mine and join up with you. You keep me in work, give me my split, and give me transit to wherever you are headed. I'll even keep this rig of yours working for free. They shrug. What could be better than that? Us paying and being on our way with no hanger-ons or hangers-on. Seraphim folds his arm and looks at you. Tell them, Sleeper. Actually, Seraphim. Actually, you weren't there for Citizen Sleeper 1? We can use her help. Let's go into Seraphim. See? Sleeper gets it. You can use my help. I'm an excellent engineer, a tidy shipmate, and a half-decent chef. I'm done with Far Spindle. I'm done taking not enough jobs for not enough cryo on a station where I know nobody. They pause, satisfied. You're welcome. Seraphim holds up his hand. Look, we appreciate it, but we are on the run, Bliss. Trust me, you are better off here. He gives them a serious look. Even telling you this could put you in danger. Bliss pauses, and then they start laughing. On the run? They shake their heads, smiling. You expect me to be scared off by that goofy shit? So we have no choice? Doesn't look like it, does it? I know you were at Hexport. Seraphim looks at them open-mouthed, searching for a retort. What happened there? Who's to say it won't happen here? I'm not sitting around watching this all play out any longer. They take a deep breath. Something has to give. Hold up, was Bliss a they, them pronouns? I thought it was a she. I'll stick with they, them for now. I respect that. Bliss turns to Seraphim. Look, you've done your due diligence or whatever. You are on the run. I've been warned. I accept the risks. That's it. At the end of the day, your ship is clamped into my bay, so unless you know my encryption protocols, there's not much left to discuss. Yo, she said, I found a ship. I found a sleeper yet again, and well, I'm getting off this thing. Oh, this is so fun. So fun. Seraphim shakes his head, a small smile crossing his face. They've got us there. He looks at you, and then at Bliss. Looks like we've gained a crewmate. He unhooks from his stool, but I'm moving to the engine room, and he drifts off towards the bunks to gather his things. What? You're leaving me? Bro, you can't leave me. I just said big bro. I'm telling chat over here about big bro, and you're like, nah, I'm moving. Aight, chump. You and Bliss exchange a nervous look. Sleeper? Welcome aboard. Bliss smiles and gives you a half-hearted mock salute. You leave Bliss in the galley and head for the cockpit. The rig is ready to fly again, but the question is, where to take her next? Seraphim mentioned Flotsam, a short starward journey from here, as a busy station where you might find an artificer to help diagnose your glitches and errors. Sunward, meanwhile, is the Hellion Gate, an abandoned and uninhabited megastructure left over from the Solheim days. Maybe good for salvage, but not an easy place to survive. And beyond that, well, as they say, the belt is wide, and at least now you have a functioning ship. You have unlocked the belt map. Go to the map and press the belt button to travel to other hubs and discover new parts of the Starward belt. Ooh. The belt. Oh. Haznaz required. Oh. Wow. Dark side. Irradiated zone. Impassable hazard. Wow, they blew up Dark side. So we can't go back. Oh, plus it takes 8. 4 and 4. Okay, so we need fuel. So we need at least 4 fuel and we need some supplies. And there's nothing local. So where to get all of that? Who knows? But get rid of this glitch dice for me, please. I'll take the energy. Come on. Come on. I'm rolling the dice here. Sleeper, Nemba wants to see you. You nod to the other volunteers as you wipe off your hands and clip your culture to the magnetic rack. You drift out of the improvised canteen on your way to the kitchen in the back. It was a busy shift, and each shift seems busier than the last. That makes sense, of course. You've seen the steady flow of refugees arriving from the inner system, and most of them, with barely a chit to their name, end up in the underhang. As you cross into the kitchen, you can still hear the rumble of the refugees' conversation through the hatch. The other chef leads you past the rehydrators and the hand-built centrifugal oven to a small office unit at the back of the kitchen. They knock on the door for you, then glide away to finish their own meal, leaving you to wait by it. You look around the small but carefully arranged kitchen as you wait. Your shifts here having left you familiar with the mix of improvised and salvage equipment, some of which you had never seen before you came here. Come in, Sleeper. Hey, Nemba! What's up? What's good, bro? What you making? What you making, bro? I'm curious. What you making? You got the glasses and everything too. That's what I'm talking about, developers. I feel seen. Nemba is perched at a desk, uplit by a small transparent terminal screen, reading glasses perched on the end of his nose. You've seen Nemba before, but not as much as you'd imagine you would while working at a place called Nemba's Kitchen. Even though there isn't a proper sign out front, everyone in the underhang knows his name. The man himself is more of a mystery. Apart from the occasional barked order in the busy kitchen, he is little more than a blur to you. Why do you work here? He barely looks up from his terminal screen, the scrolling text reflected in his lenses. The food is good. I like to stay busy, and I want to help. That's what it always was. I just want to help. Uh-huh. Nemba stops scrolling the screen and looks over his glasses at you. You do well here, Sleeper. You are fast, precise. You are doing good work. He goes back to scrolling. Thanks. Nemba lifts a hand in response. That's my worry, Sleeper. Good workers like you, they move on fast. He leans back and looks at you. 10 cycles, maybe more, maybe less, and then they are gone. And the team gets used to having them here, gets used to working at that pace. Then suddenly, they have to work differently. They have to pick up the slack, change jobs, change stations, and a few of them think, well, maybe it's time I moved on too. So, what I found is, good workers are trouble, especially those who come and go like you. He pauses, watching you. I'm gonna let him speak. This place, it runs on consistency, Sleeper. Those that turn up every cycle, good or bad, they get the people fed. He takes off his reading glasses, inspecting them for smudges. Let's be honest, that ain't you. So let's cut to it. I can't use you in the kitchen anymore. You're done. He shrugs. Sorry. But this place also runs on all those machines out there, on the supplies I can rope in, the donations. Feeding refugees from the inner system is logistics as much as it is chefing. He shakes his head, which is why I'm cooped up in the back. So maybe you're gone. I never see you again. Okay, thanks for coming. We'll soldier on without you. But maybe you still want to be useful. Maybe I heard you have a ship. He smiles at you. Yeah, maybe I heard you chatting. Hey, I like Nemba. He gets down to business. He's like, no, Nemba's cool, but he's definitely cool, and he's better than that other dude we had in the first game, because he betrayed us. And maybe I have a little something held up in a place only a ship like yours can reach. I negotiated the purchase of some valuable inner system spores from a group that came from there, but they somehow ended up at the depot in Greenbelt. So if you head to Greenbelt and you find the delivery and you bring it back, well, that would be helping. That would be the kind of helping a good worker, even an inconsistent worker, might be able to offer me. Nemba squints at you. Seems like the kind of thing that someone genuine, someone who wants to help for real might do, don't you think? He doesn't wait for your reply, but it also seems like the kind of thing that might sit on a list of priorities for so long it disappears, and it never gets done. I've seen that happen too. I guess we'll find out which it is. He deftly places his reading glasses back on his face and continues to scroll the screen on his terminal. You know the way out, Sleeper. You turn in the doorway, slightly taken aback, and it slides shut behind you. You glide out through the kitchen, through the improvised canteen, the people eating and chatting there, and into the cold underhang passageway beyond. All the time considering what you might do next and recalling that persuasive glint in Nemba's eyes. Got ourselves a little, get the spores from Greenbelt. Alright. Is that on the map already? And then this is, nope. see. Well, that's Flotsam, Hellion Gate, Holmes Rock. Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, there's more. The Wellspring. It's green. Oh, Greenbelt. Aha. Oh, so I have to go to Hellion Gate first and then go to Greenbelt. Greenbelt's 9 fuel? They better have fuel over there for me. Okay, well that's something we can do. Alright, I got one more. I don't know what that means right there. Oh, yeah. Because we have 2 fuel and we need 4 more supplies. What can I do with this processed scrap? Explore the core. Okay, so that's going to open up more locations out here, which is probably good because I think that's where I can probably go get some fuel. Roam the docks. Study the manifest. Okay. And that's it. Okay, we're going to put this dice into this area because I think this is where we can buy fuel and stuff. I at least have money, so. So I got this processed scrap here. What's up? Gaia's Gyre. Order a rack. Rack is a seaweed-based liquor with a powerful saline taste. Gaia's Gyre has a reputation for serving it neat and strong. I'm sorry, every time I see the word neat, I just think about when I was on a cruise and I have to always tell the guys I want like a certain liquor neat. Buy kelp cakes. Okay. Getting racked. The freelancers of the Far Spindle seem cagey, but spend enough time at the local bar and they'll warm to you. Uh-huh. Tell me more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, you get some liquor too. The Far Spindle is an exhausting place to find freelancers. There is no shortage of spacers here. The corridors and bays thronged with crew inbound and outbound, on or between contracts, trading stories, contacts, and materials. But whatever language, appearance, or code identifies someone as worth signing on with, you don't seem to have it. Perhaps it is because you are a new face, or are noticeably unsure. Or perhaps it is just because you are a sleeper. You push the thought to the back of your mind and instead focus on what's in front of you, the vast cylindrical tank at the center of Gaia's Gyre. The first time you entered the bar, you floated open-mouthed, much like all the new arrivals do at the sight of the huge kelp stack, the biggest you have ever seen. Even now, your eyes fixed on the fronds of seaweed that wave in the circulating water, beyond the curve of dirty glass, you find it impressive. Take a sip of the harsh, saline-scented rack from its magnetic vessel, secured to the bar. As you suck on the straw, your eyes following the shifting fronds, you hear someone clearing their throat beside you at the bar. Hypnotic, isn't it? The voice is low and rumbling, and comes from the large figure on the stool next to you. The fluorescent lights behind the bar glint in his eyes, shining up into his wide, rough face. Oh, Eugen! You look like you're just a chill guy, you know? I've heard talk you're hiring. The figure turns to face you. You don't recognize him, but in the shifting light of Gyre's Gaia, that isn't surprising. That's right. He smiles. Well, today's your lucky day, my friend. He clicks his drink to the magnetic bar with a swift clink. Eugen, currently freelance. He turns on his stool and leans back a little. The effect is clearly meant to impress on you his size, and you have to admit, it works. Served on a whole slate of crews out of the Spindle. Cutters, mercs, extractors. He smiles and places a broad hand on his chest. Broad skill set, good work ethic, sense of humor, the full package. Any references? Humble too. He clucks with his tongue, smiling. I like you already. We're going to get along. I'll run anything out of the Far Spindle. I'm sorry, I'm tough and quiet, and you won't need to worry about me. He folds his arm across his chest. What kind of work are we talking about? Before you can answer, a voice echoes out from behind you. Eugen! You look over your shoulder for the source of the shout. Busy as I ever see. A group of 3 spacers drift up behind you, one of them placing a heavy hand on your shoulder. She is fitted with a matte metal optical implants, and you cannot see her eyes. The caustic light from the tank plays across her face. Vesna, cold and hardened captain. Okay. Too busy to keep in touch. I really don't like it when I have to come and find you. Vesna. Eugen nods politely at her, not betraying any strong reaction. Do I look like I'm socializing? He shakes his head. This is a meeting. Oh, a meeting! Vesna squeezes your shoulder. Is that what this is? Yes, Vesna, we are talking about your delivery, in fact. Eugen smiles widely. My friend here is being very helpful. He shoots you a knowing glance. That's right. Vesna turns to you with a raised eyebrow, but before she can speak, Eugen cuts in. This sleeper has a unique ability to extract data. Eugen smiles at Vesna. Exactly the kind of data you've been asking for. So if we can just get back to it, Eugen gestures towards you, then I can deliver what you need. You know, Eugen, I am pretty tired of this whole act. She gestures dismissively at him. But in the end, it doesn't matter. She drops her hand from your shoulder to her belt. Your eyes follow it down and you see a dark, boxy shape there. A weapon? You either deliver by the deadline or you don't. And when you don't, she smiles tightly, I'll be happy to take you through the consequences. Until then, she shoots you a final glance. Chat to whoever the hell you want. Vesna and the two spacers flanking her glide out of the bar, and Eugen watches them go with little emotion. So, Eugen's smile returns. You're about to hire me? What was that? Vesna? She's just trying to rush me, that's all. I won't be working with her again. He pauses, choosing his words carefully. Of course, I can't talk about the particulars. You understand. Vesna just wants to scare you off. She likes to cause me trouble. Eugen looks away, out of the door of the bar. Let's not let her. He pauses in silence for a moment, still looking away. You try to get a read on him, but his face is blank. Only his glittering eyes hint at some rapid internal activity. He turns back to you and meets your eye, a sudden shift in his manner obvious. If you need crew, you need to work. If you need to work, you need cryo. Is that right? He doesn't stop for your answer. Well, I can offer both, hard work and a good contract with a good payout. You take me with you on this job of mine, and we split the take. He looks down, thinking, hell, if you do, I'll consider signing on long term. Think of that. No more recruiting. What's the job? Salvage. I know of a wreck untouched by the local crews, which recently turned up in the wash. It's just a little sunward from here, but it's disabled. Its disabled transponder makes it invisible to anyone who doesn't know it's there. Had to squeeze the location out of a contact, but I'll share it with you for a straight split. Take me and your crew, and we'll claim it all. It's going to be a good payout. He winks. A really good one. What's the catch? Eugen frowns. No catch. He leans back and looks around the bar. Happy to take the offer elsewhere. I just felt like you were the right captain for this one. I'll be ready to go whenever you like. Eugen pauses. As a show of good faith, I'll also fly out with you on any job from the far spindle, but I'm not leaving the station with you yet. Not till we get my job done first. After that, we can talk flying together. No need to rush into it. He shakes your hand firmly, his palm rough and pitted, then turns back to his drink. You slip out of the bar, looking to see if Vesna is nearby. You don't spot her among the passing crews, but you can't help but imagine eyes on you in the bar. You shake it off, and having become familiar with the feeling of being observed. What matters is you have found yourself a crew member and a contract. Whether either will come good, however, remains to be seen. Ooh, I got 2 points. Should we upgrade push one more time or just save up for skills? Yeah, my endure is not that great. So if I get this up to here, I won't have a minus on me. Or I could just boost up my engineering. I might wait to boost the engineering early. This is just a +1 to the dice, or -1 stress on, -1 stress on the focus die, positive outcome. Oh, I see. That's nice. I'm gonna save it. So I got nothing left to my name. Massive freight interchange. I don't know what this is about right here though. I still need supplies though, crew. Give me the supplies. Yes. More supplies. Thank you. I kind of want to finish this one. Only because, like, I don't have much supplies or fuel. I need fuel. That's the big thing. I need fuel. Oh, please. It's risky, but I think it's just energy that I lose. Okay. Come on. You can do this. Hey. The far spindle lives up to its name, its tall stature, making it a real effort to travel from end to end. The local solution to this problem are the transit tunnels, massive tubes bolted onto the outside of the spindle that allow for rapid passage from bottom to top. As you find yourself in one of these cavernous passages, bulky cargo haulers rushing by, you start to wonder if braving them is worth the effort. Back it up, or back up! The shout rattles down the bare transit corridor like a gunshot and is rapidly followed by a crunching impact. You spin back, pushing yourself against the side of the wide cylindrical passage. As you do, a hauler glides past, sending a rippling wave of air across you in its wake. When the roar subsides, you hear a string of expletives coming from nearby, a spiky-looking figure, clutching some oddly shaped open-frame object. It gestures wildly at the vehicle as it glides away. I can't see the full name. Is it Cadet? Cadet? A spiky air bike courier. Oh, it's a nice fit. Dickhead. She spits an impressive glob of saliva down the tunnel and spirals in zero-G. She turns to you in anger. You see that? Tried to slam me into the wall. Total dickhead. She nods firmly. No shit. Haulers hate us. She sniffs and looks you up and down. Not supposed to be in the transit system without a vehicle. She squints. Not like I care, but maybe you do? Right. Sorry. Like I said, don't care. She rolls one of her shoulders, stretching it out. You're new here, right? Yes. She shrugs sympathetically. Figures. Let me give you a tip. She begins checking her open frame vehicle, tightening bolts and untangling pipes. Avoid the haulers. Dickheads, a lot of them. Especially the water haulers. Think they're better than anyone. Don't mess with the stevedores, though. They're good people. Get treated like shit by everyone else, just like us. She rapidly plugs and unplugs a series of connectors. They'll show you the shortcuts. She looks up, and never, ever get in a Spindlejack's way. She smiles, spinning the vehicle in her hand. Spindlejack? She thumps her chest. You're looking at one. Spindlejack, okay. She pauses, considering something. Then suddenly, she reaches into one of her many pockets and pulls out a small, transparent, rectangular punch with holes. Text glints within it, reading, Cadet. Strip Line Express. You take it. Cadet. She flexes proudly. That's me. Stripline is my outfit. Kamal's a dispatcher. Small outfit, but we punch above our weight. Dispatch is here in the Spindle's Corpse, but I run the transit tunnels up and down the Spindle 10 times a cycle. You need anything moving on the Spindle? Data, tech, messages too hot for the hard line? Come find me. I'll do that. She nods. Tell them I sent you. They'll make sure it gets to me. She kicks off the wall and mounts her bike, triggering a small burst of compressed air to keep herself steady in the transit passage. You hear a buzz of distorted speech from what you assume is her dispatcher. Cadet angles her head to her communicator and mutters back into it. Got a hop, sleeper. She looks over at you, and something flickers in her eyes. An idea? Or perhaps just a realization. You might be able to help me with something. Package that's been bothering me. She squints down the passage. Come to the office at Stripline in a few cycles, and I'll show you. Sure. We'll call it a favor on account of me saving you from being flattened by a hauler. She winks. Now you better get out of here before another hauler tries to squish you. You step back as she twists the handlebars and a burst of air sends her flying down the transit corridor at an unsettling speed. Somewhere out there, that's someone's woman's like, damn.
She ran off on me. I gotta find her again.
You watch her go, slightly caught off guard by her final remarks. What would a courier need you for? You turn the idea over in your head as you find a way out of the transit corridor, back to the safety of the main concourse. A new drive is available. Okay, there it is. Gotta wait 3 cycles. Oh, technically 2. Spindle Trade Hall. That's what we need. Woo-hoo! We got it, y'all. We have fuel and supplies. And we have enough to fill everything. You know what sucks? I don't know what to do with this processed scrap. Oh, I barely have any money. Haha! That's so funny. The Pendle Docks. Nah, we don't have to waste a dice here. I think we should, I wonder what this is for right here. I'm thinking, I don't want to see, I don't know what this is about right here. And I already failed one time already. Yeah, what's over here? Sealing shift, Scrapper ship. Probably put it there. Give me some money, please. Thank you. Take some money on the way out. So, oh, a hidden wreck. Eugen's tip-off. man. Okay. Or should we go to Flotsam to take care of whatever? Well, this will probably be a new hub, right? So, okay, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuits, because what could happen? What could go wrong? Although I would like to repair myself, though. I don't have any scrap for that. I'd have to work out some scrap. Let's see what happens. Something flickers in the back of your mind. You stop. You have to stop to blink it away. It is a tightness behind your left eye, an aching point that refuses to move. And then the voice begins, hissing through the background noise of the rig's systems, a new whine amongst the chorus of the life support and ventilation. Sleeper, the hiss begins, Lane's sharp features to mine. I suppose you thought you have slipped my net. Hexport jumps into your mind, an image of a station emulating in white light, though you were not conscious to witness it. You are distant, his voice hisses into white noise, but you are not free of me yet. I'm coming, Sleeper, and I will retake control of what is mine. The closer I come to you, the more you will feel it. Lane moves your finger to tap your forehead. And here. Until you cannot resist, a bright smile. Pale eyes, a growing hiss that hurts. Then the hiss is gone, the rig suddenly quiet. The stinging tightness diffusing behind your eyes, but the fear remains. Sleeper, you good? Seraphin's there, floating by your berth. You were talking. Lane is coming. Seraphin looks alarmed. You feel him, right? We can use that. Stay ahead of him. He squeezes your shoulder. We can do this. We are fast and smart. We keep moving. We don't stay anywhere for long. And we find a way. He frowns. Somehow. You nod. You do not know how Lane is able to reach into your mind like this, how he is able to speak into you, but you want so desperately for it to stop. You must find out what he has done to you before it is too late. You must stay ahead of Lane at all costs. Oh. Lane is hunting you once again. His progress will be tracked by the hunt clock. If this is filled, he will catch up with you. It will increase once every cycle you spend in a hub. However, each time you travel, the hunt will reduce, by 3. If you keep moving, you can stay one step ahead of Lane. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so cool. I should have switched that to cryo. Ooh, don't end the cycle, please. Let's explore. Oh. I keep forgetting to have like a... Oh, the glitch is up to 3. Interesting. Deliver spores. Okay. I say... Yeah, this is just for money. And then we can buy scrap components. Ooh, scrap components. I don't have... I would need to... Actually, I would like to get some money. And then I want to get some scrap components, though. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so we got 1 energy left. Don't really have anything that will give me energy, so I have to back off on that one. I just need 2. I need 2. Okay, so we could wait. We do have this out here that we can do, and once it gets up to 3, so it gives us like a good couple cycles. Oh, this is they keep you on your toes. I will give them that. I like it. I like it. Let's see here. This doesn't do anything, I don't think. Oh, this can give me energy. Energy, yeah, I worry about energy more. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. Nice. Can't do endure, but I could put 2 here. Just see, let's get this one going. Probably lose some energy. Ooh, nice. As you glide through the pinnacle ducts, you hear shouting echoing down a corridor. You tentatively change direction, your eyes fixed ahead as the passage widens out into a large bay. Others rush past you, heading towards the commotion. Your eyes are drawn by the bay's vast viewing window, which is currently being spattered with glittering shards of ice. In front of it, a dock worker is shouting to anyone who will listen.
Spacers, workers of the Far Spindle, we need your urgent assistance. The water carrier Springtide has suffered heavy damage in its transit from Wellspring.
He takes a breath.
All able hands, we need you to help secure the cargo. Without this water, Far Spindle will struggle to support you.
He looks desperately at the crowd.
Please, any who are able to help, please make yourself known.
Behind him, a corona of ice ejects from one of the tanks, drawing a pale halo around the ship. A handful of experienced-looking spacers push through the crowd towards the front, and dock workers start to direct them to nearby bridges. You watch the scene unfold, hesitant in the face of making someone else's problem your own.
Please.
Ooh, a serious leak and saving Springtide. Interesting. We do have interface, but not endure, so that's something we could do. Wait, if we travel, no, it says if we go to another hub. That also means if we were to take the other dude's job, because let me see how many are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 8 cycles. Sometimes those jobs can take up to like 5 cycles to complete, and I don't want to I kind of would like this to be like reset and I have like a full set of dice. I think we go out and try to figure out what this glitch is from, but at least we have a lot of drives here. Wait for Cadet, help Nemba, I know how to do the green belt. Explore the hidden wreck, help with repairs. I kind of want to help with repairs though, low key. But then I also want to go off to the next place to go see about these glitches. It's a conundrum, but the glitch. Sleeper. Cadet drifts from the shadows outside Bliss's Bay, looking around nervously as she approaches. Seems I'm going to need to call in that favor. Her face is pale and deathly serious. Are you okay? She doesn't seem to hear you, distracted by a group of spacers gliding noisily down the passage behind her. She waits until they pass. Someone hit stripline. No idea where Kamal is. Bunch of goons tearing the place apart as we speak. She screws up her face in pain. Even try to grab me, but those muscleheads are slow. Who would attack a courier? No idea, she shakes her head. These were typical Renathugs. Could have been anyone with chits to burn. Remember that package I asked for your help with? The one that was bothering me? I remember you mentioning it. Reckon it's got something to do with it. The job was a bust, an express run all the way to the underhang, but when I got there, no one home. She's whispering now, leaning closer. Place was smashed up, like someone got there first. Should have dumped the package and run, but I brought it back like a good girl, stashed it in a safe spot at Stripline. Thought the sender might come to recover it, and when they didn't, well, I got curious, popped it open. Stupid thing to do. Inside was a drive encrypted to hell and back. When I ran into you, well, I heard sleepers are good with data, with tech, so I thought you might be able to take a look at it, she shrugs. Now Stripline's trashed too. Here's the thing. She glances around. Back when I popped it open, I noticed the drive had a dispatch marker, Hexport. Could it be connected to Hexport getting atomized? Yeah, that's where I'm at too. This thing was sent out from there just before it got cooked. She pauses, and with the kind of attention I've been getting the past couple of cycles, she slips a hand terminal from her bag, taps a couple of times, then holds it up to you. Cadet stares at you from the screen, straight-faced and pale. Beside her picture, you see in block capitals, Spindlejack KD754, in breach of Far Spindle codes B12 and F34. Reward for information leading to capture, considered dangerous. Dickheads blasted it out on transit channels. Every Spindlejack, hauler, and freight carrier is going to be watching for me. She pulls back the hand terminal angrily, stuffing it away in her bag. Something's going on. Anyone who can help? She looks away. Spindlejacks don't make friends easily, and now all the couriers I do know are looking to turn me in for a payout. She snaps her head to the side, her eyes flashing with anger. Why do you think I'm here? It's time for that favor, Sleeper. She meets her eyes. My connections are burned. Hell, my whole career is gone. I need to fight back. If I walk away, there's nothing to walk away to. She sobs a little. I need your help. What if I turn you in? What can I do? I need you to get the drive. She takes a breath. If they want it that much, then I can use it to buy my way out of this shit show. And I tucked it away somewhere safe, so my guess is they haven't got it yet. You just slip in. I'll give you the location and pull the thing out. She folds her arms. Should be simple. Okay, let's do it. She nods seriously. Thank you. Look, this thing turns out to be worth something. You'll get your due. All I want is my life back. The drive is in the workshop. There's a loose panel behind the air bike rack. She leans in. It's taped to the back of the fuse box inside. I've got to keep heading down Spindle to the overhang, past the end of the transit tunnels. No one will rat me out there. She glances around. I'll come find you when it's done. I've still got some network access. I'll know when you go in. She winks, offering no further explanation. My bike's locked up nearby. I'm gonna hop. Do me this favor, then we are clear. Stay safe. Doing my best, Sleeper. She gives you a mock salute. She slips back into the shadows, and a few moments later, you hear the percussive pulse of an air bike accelerating away. You know at least what it's like to be on the run, to flee your life. And in that, you feel an empathy, a connection with Cadet. But from every other angle, this thing looks like bad news, the kind a sensible person would steer well clear from. And perhaps you would still steer well clear if it wasn't for one detail that has stuck in your mind. The drive is from Hexport. Is all that enough to send you down to Stripline in search of that drive? Only time will tell. And the plot thickens. It just thickens. Ooh, cut your way in. Yeah, that's danger though. To get to the drive that Cadet hid in the strip line, you'll need to find a routine past those searching for it. Yeah, I gotta use these glitches somewhere. Ooh, nice. Now, at the very least, there's no time on this one, so I can leave the strip line, but the Springtide though, this is the one that needs some work. I'm curious over here. Nice. Okay, so we got 2 more cycles and we need to jet, but we have fuel and supplies. That's the first thing I bought, so that's okay. Once we travel to another hub, it resets it, and I'm fine with that. It's the fact that he made me tap my own finger on my forehead. I said, yo, if it wasn't like being a sleeper and like the fact that I already had to use stabilizers, now I got someone that can take control of my body. Come on now. Ugh. I really don't like the glitch there. 50-50. The negative will probably speed it up, but you never know. Ooh, I am not using the glitch there. If anything, I'll use the glitch in the Stripline Express. I don't think this does anything. Yeah, glitch just messes it all up. Okay, that's fine. We will wait a day and I will buy some food. Well, I can buy food today, but I'll wait until the next day. So the next day we do have to travel though. We will travel so we can just like stay. Oh wait, I got 20? I got 20. Oh, interesting. No. Oh no, I always had 20. I thought I got some cryo from here. And that's fine. Sleeper, Seraphim catches your attention as you go to leave the ship. Can I have a minute? Of course. Seraphim ducks into a maintenance passage and waits for you to follow. In the narrow passage, framed by loose wires and thick conduits, Seraphim looks suddenly small, trapped. He looks at an open circuitry panel as he speaks, avoiding your gaze. You see he is playing with a coin in his hand, nervously spinning it in the air. Since we cleared Hexport, I've been putting feelers out for something. He rubs his hands nervously. I've been in the belt a long time, and I came here alone. But back on Darkside, just before we made a break for it, I heard something. I heard someone was looking for me. He pauses, trying to organize his thoughts. Isn't one bounty enough? Seraphim smiles. I don't think this is a bounty. I also heard something else. They said the person looking for me claimed to be my sister. He waits for your reaction. It could be a ruse. Oh, I know, Sleeper. He shakes his head. But I need to know. The thing is, I haven't seen my sister in a long time. I was still a kid when I left.
So was she, though I don't think she would have liked to admit it at the time, he smiles to admit to himself. I know you don't remember how it was, back in Darkside I mean. But we were alone, you and me. Lane didn't let us out much, just to work, and that was all. So when I overheard one of his guys mention someone was sniffing around trying to find me, I didn't know what to think, he frowns. And then, hearing it could have been my sister, You try to recall that time, the cycle spent under Lane's influence, working for him in exchange for stabilizer. You close your eyes, focus, but the details flicker, the images collapse and reform. Has Seraphine told you this before? Was this all part of your plan? Wait, is this why you helped me escape? No. Yes, he shrugs. It changed things for me. The thought that she could be out there. Don't get me wrong, I wanted to get you out of there too. He pauses and you sense he is finding this difficult. I know it doesn't matter now, but I told you about her back then, before. I'm sorry, I don't remember. It's okay, Sleeper. I understand. Since we got away, since Hexport, I've been asking around, speaking to spacers, traders, and the like, and like I said, something has finally come up. It seems whoever was trailing me left Darkside pretty soon after Utsubo caught wind of her sniffing around. I doubt they made her feel very welcome, but I managed to get a name. The name she gave, Luz, wasn't my sister's, but that doesn't mean much. It gave me something to follow. She bounced around the wash a little. Far Spindle, Flotsam, not sure why. He squints at a loose wire. The last thing she did was book passage to Wellspring on a Lodic freighter. That's it. How do you know this? Mostly ship manifests and port records. A few favors on the quiet. I want to go to Wellspring, Sleeper, to know if it's really her, and if it isn't, to settle what needs settling. We have other priorities. I say let's do it, sure. Thank you, Sleeper. He meets your eye. I will admit it has been strange, reminding myself that everything we talked about back on Darkside, everything we did, it's lost now, he smiles. But I'm glad to see you are still you, whatever that means. Me too, he nods. Anyway, better get back to it. Seraphine squeezes past you in the corridor and glides back towards the engine room. You watch him go, wondering if your past together can ever be reclaimed. Your mind wanders to thoughts of Seraphine's sister. For a moment, you wonder what it is like to have a family, if you will ever know. Family quest! Oh, per cycle plus, yeah, I know. Family quest! Secure the spring side. It's minor. The water hauler that has arrived at the far spindle needs help to, oh yeah. We can come back for Eugen. The green belt's gonna take some time to do. We will do this in due time. If we can do it all today, that's different. But let me get some food first. Oh, I have 22. I can get another scrap, but I need food now. Excuse you. You will take my money. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I want to fix this up before we go. Let's use a 4. And another 4. Hey, got an upgrade point. You watch from the docking bay's viewing window as the crumpled, vast hull of the Springtide is finally welded shut by a score of bright torches flickering against the side. Yo, Malik? Malik with the hands behind your back? Malik? With the... Okay, sir. Everywhere I look, I see a crisis. The voice comes from beside you, and you turn to see a man floating there, watching the repair work. You don't recognize him. I saw you out there, helping the crew. He turns to you with a serious look. The far spindle needs that water. Or they needed it. You aren't wrong, he pauses, watching you carefully. I haven't seen you on the spindle before. What if I may ask, is your business here? I'm... escaping someone. He arches an eyebrow. I'm going to take that as a poor attempt at humor. Springtide is my ship. His face remains impassive. At least, I am her captain. I do not own her. The Lodic Syndicate, my employer, was the one to put her into service. Glad to meet you. He bows his head gently. Okay. You have my thanks for assisting with the repairs. We were caught by some autonomous Conway munitions. He looks out at his ship. The Wellspring run is getting more dangerous every cycle. And after Hexport, he pauses. I do not expect things to improve. You both quiet for a moment. The loss of the station still inspiring silence in anyone who mentions it. Tell me, Malik meets your eye. As a sleeper, do you feel you have advantages over others, or does your particular condition provide only weaknesses? I would say there are advantages, but there are also many downsides. He nods. Of course, but you are stronger, hardier, more capable than most humans. He gestures towards the springside. Your work on my ship only evidenced your abilities. You far outperformed even my own crew. He looks to you, angling his head in deference, in conditions that are usually deadly. Sadly, despite even your good work, our losses have been great, and the administration at the Far Spindle are not happy. We are to be impounded here until the Lodic Syndicate fulfills the agreed water freight. He frowns at the crumpled-looking ship. This war contains the pressure of the belt. What will you do? This is where you are needed, Sleeper. Malik folds his arms. My crew tells me you have a ship. You have workers. This is what I need. As we fled from the Conway attack, our navigator registered something of a great interest. A water-rich asteroid, one I believe is previously unknown to the syndicates. He comes a little closer. For now, I have sworn him to secrecy, as I must you. But if this asteroid could be surveyed, its value confirmed, it would more than make up for the shortfall of the springtide. He pauses thoughtfully. So, tell them where it is. Let him continue. I want you to survey the asteroid for me. It is a simple enough job, but its location, so close to the edge of the wash, is problematic. However, you have shown yourself to be very competent. If you are careful, there is no reason you should have problems with Conway, or any other hostile party for that matter. Hostile party? He shrugs. The wash is where the orbits of the inner system and Starward Belt conspire to bring vessels, objects, and all kinds of wanderers together. It is a territory of opportunists. I will, of course, reimburse you with a portion of the fee the Far Spindle administration are withholding from me. 250 cryo is my offer. How will your employer feel about that? The Lodic Syndicate only cares that its water is delivered and its fees paid. I am free to make sure this happens in a timely and efficient manner as I see fit. Malik passes you a thumbnail drive. Here are details on the test I need you to run for the survey. A sample core of ice from deep within the asteroid should give you enough material to work with. You notice a member of the Springtide's crew waiting quietly at a distance, and Malik nods to them discreetly. This is a delicate matter, Sleeper. Survey the rock, and on your return, broadcast the results to my personal terminal. The frequency is in that data. He pauses, meeting your eye. The results go to me, only to me. Then, once the matter is resolved, you will be paid. I am needed. He nods to the crew member. But I expect you have all you need. He pauses. I have enjoyed watching you work, Sleeper. Impress me again. And with that, he bows a little and drifts away to meet his crew member. After watching him go, you turn back to the Springtide, still impressive despite being scarred with curls of ice and shiny with fresh welds. You imagine any captain of a ship like that has been through a lot to get to where they are. That makes them a valuable ally, or a dangerous adversary, depending on where you are. You hope with Malik, you can find your way to being the former. I like Malik. I don't know. It was the hands behind the back. I don't know. Man got aura. That man got aura. He's like, I can see him like hands behind the back and his hands aren't even curled up. They're just flat. Oh, such a man. A man's man, if you will. Roam the docks or study the manifest. Let's not use it there. Let me see if I can we finish this one up? No, probably not, but doesn't hurt. Is that a +3? You slide the loose panel away from the wall, letting it float there, beside the air bike rack. Behind it, in the dark, you see the blinking lights of the fuse box. A noise nearby draws your attention for a moment. The scrape of a sliding door, maybe? Or just some old system cycling in the walls. It took long enough to gain access to the Strip Line Express bike garage, and longer still to find a safe route to the air bike racks. But you are almost there. You have seen and heard the hired muscle searching and guarding this place, but have been lucky enough not to come face to face with them. Yet. You turn back to the darkness behind the panel. If what Cadet said is right, the drive is taped to the back of the fuse box in front of you. You reach through and around slowly, carefully. Your hand settles on something cold and metallic in the dark. It is taped firmly to the box. You pull at it, but it doesn't budge. A quiet rattle echoes from the dispatch office next door, and you freeze for a second. It seems Cadet was a little too enthusiastic with the tape. Tear it off? Peel the tape. We're gonna peel the tape.
Yes!
You lose your eyes and feel for the seams of the tape. You peel it back swiftly and quietly, piece by piece, and the drive spins into your hand. Time to move. You slip the drive inside your coat and kick away from the wall, gliding back towards the maintenance corridor you entered from. You listen carefully as you do. You hear nothing but a satisfying silence. The cool darkness of the maintenance corridor is comforting as you tuck yourself inside and start carefully making your way to the back of the strip line. You shift through the maze of passages that brought you here, their dog legs and dead ends now familiar. Eventually you spot a thin slit of light ahead, marking the loose panel you levered open to gain entrance. You take a deep breath, almost there. As you reach the gap, you freeze. Voices rumble from beyond, and peering through, you see two figures in dark clothes, searching the chaotic bay behind the strip line. Your eyes are drawn to the dark boxy weapon one holds at their side. Shit, you hiss silently to yourself, your eyes searching for a path through. I have to wait for an opening. Rush them. Ooh, give me a neutral. Yaw! You wait, silently and still, as the figures search. They split and drift across the bay. You take the chance, sliding across the panel and slipping behind the scrap and boxes at the edge of the room. You work your way around until you can't get any further. You kick off hard, making a dash for the far side of the bay and the public passage beyond. There's a hiss and the guttural chatter of a pressure valve as an air bike pulls up beside you in the passageway. Cadet leans over and grabs the collar of your coat. Hop on! In a moment, you're on the back of the air bike, clutching the strap of Cadet's bag as she guns it down the passage and the air resistance almost ripping you from the thin seat. That's a woman's woman right there. You lean against her back and you let out a sigh, the drive pressing into your ribs beneath your jacket. You did it. Still alive back there? Cadet's voice brings you back from the hypnotic rhythm of the tunnel lights rushing past the air bike. She slows the bike with a rapid series of hisses, and you realize she has brought you back to the passage outside Bliss's Bay. You try to understand the route she took, a long loop through the branching transit tunnels of the station, but give up. You can let go now. She straightens up and you unhook your fingers from her bag strap. Separating yourself from her back, you push off the bike gently and float in the passage beside her. You okay? Look pretty rough back there, she smiles. Appreciate you putting it all on the line for me. It's all good. She nods. You got the drive then? You fish the drive out of your jacket and hand it over. That's the one. She squints at it. Should have chucked it when I had the chance. You get your fist good. You get your first good look at it, and there's not much to see. A small lump of solid state memory with a few markers on the case. You spot a yellow hex among them. Hexport. What now? She winks and slides her bag around her shoulder to the front, and slots the drive neatly into a pocket. I know someone in the scatter yards who can crack anything. She'd be my first port of call to crack this thing open. She stretches her shoulders, and I should make myself scarce from the spindle anyway, before those dickheads catch up with me. I'll meet you there. Good luck. Come with us. Appreciate the offer, but I think it's best if we go our separate ways for now. 2 targets are harder to track than 1. She cycles the pressure valve on the bike impatiently. Cadet leans away from her bike, squinting out of the viewing window at your ship behind. That yours? She doesn't wait for an answer. If I'm not mistaken, that old thing is going to struggle to reach the scatter yards, unless you've added a HazNaz suite. No, I haven't. But what is that though? Yeah, belt between here and the scatter yards is drowning in debris, worse since Hexport. You'll need hazard navigation to make the crossing safely. Lodic Syndicate created the tech to help their tankers across the belt. Common knowledge. Cadet nods at your ship. Maybe, if you head up to Wellspring, you can barter or steal a suite, she adds casually. Here. She unties a bag lashed to her bike frame and holds it out to you. Not enough for a refit, but maybe you'll find some use for them. You take the bag and something clinks inside it as you do. You open it to see a couple of engine components. Was gonna use them to boost her. She taps the frame of her air bike, but you deserve them. She meets your eye, then looks away. Not like I'll be doing any runs for a while anyway. Thanks. It's nothing. Like I said, you deserve them. She flexes her fingers on the bike's handles, eager to be away. Cadet's air bike stutters and purrs, trembling in the air like an arrow ready to be loosed. See you around. She winks and guns the throttle, zipping off down the passage with a pulse of air that ripples through your clothes. You stare after her as she goes, the bag of components still hanging from your hand. You realize as you look down the passage that you never asked how Cadet plans to get to the scatter yards. That question, like a score of others, will have to wait until you run into her next. Although you have a feeling she will find a way to slip away before you can ask them next time too. You head back towards your ship to stow the components, idly wondering if you could justify buying an air bike to Seraphim as you do so. Hey, oh, I got 4. All right. Endure pops up a lot though. But my strength is engineering, so we boost up engineering all the way. I am the ultimate engineer. Team Fortress would be so proud of me. Okay, so we got 3 here, and we completed a lot of things. Ooh, there we go. But speaking of getting that technology, I wonder if Malik can help out with that. Either way, we need to get out of here though. It's time for us to dip, so we can at least clear out this hunt clock. Oh, but it's out here. 250 cryo. Oh, we're gonna come back, don't worry. I kind of want to like reset the hunt clock and get to Flotsam. I keep saying Flotsam. Can't go to Holmes Rock. I think, is this it? That's the wellspring. Ah. The ice fields. Neat. Ah, there's the scatter yards. The only way to get there would be to go, what? Get up to here and then go down, probably? Yep, -3 the hunt during travel. Let's go to a new hub, everyone! It's hard to tell where Flotsam ends and the ships parked at its many docking bridges begin. As Seraphim docks with the station, you realize that the rig now looks like just another piece of accumulated technology. One more bit of driftwood added to the raft. I love this place, Seraphim smiles as he shuts down the engines. You never know what you'll find. You've been here before? Yeah, back when I first came to the belt. The crew I signed on with used to run salvage jobs out of here. Fun place to spend your wages. You see Bliss eyeing the station with what looks like both horror and fascination. You see the seals? They pointed out some twisted assemblage of ship parts, total cowboy welds. They could pop at any moment. Seraphim waves away their concerns. Oh, that's just the outer layer. I heard there's 6 or 7 in all, so if one fails, it's no problem. He stretches and turns to you. You've got to taste some of the stuff they grow in old Takahe. He kisses his fingers. Mwah, that's that good shit. Oh great, Bliss sighs. So many layers of redundancy and fallbacks that you have no hope of isolating a leak and fixing it. They wrap on the walls of the rig. Sounds like a ship I know. I agree with Bliss. They smile at you as you join in with the joke, but Seraphim doesn't look impressed. She got you out here, didn't she? He looks between the two of you. No sense of gratitude. I was joking. Bliss looks a little hurt and drifts out of the cockpit, shaking their head. You go to follow, but Seraphim puts a hand on your shoulder. Sleeper, he looks suddenly serious. Remember what I said about getting checked out? There are artificers all over this place. It'll take a bit of searching, but we need to know what's going on with you. He meets your eye. That's why we're here. Good. Let me know what they say. I'm gonna go see if any of my old haunts are still open. He drifts out of the cockpit with a mock salute. Catch you later. You are left alone in the cockpit with a view of Flotsam's chaotic structure. You look over the multicolored plating. It does, you admit, have a certain charm. Ooh. This is nice. So this is the hub. Look at that engineering. +2. That means I have a 6, a 5, and a 4. That's so cool. Look at that. That's cool. Might as well. Okay. Oh, I got a new location. Well, before I do that, what is it? The Narrow Escape. Oh, what's this? Stranded rig. Client Alma. Type safe. My rig's blown its propulsion and I'm stranded on some godforsaken rock. Repair crew needed. Will split hull. No time wasters or thieves. I'm armed. Requirement: recover stranded rig. Payment: scrap and components. Sure. I'm interested. I'm interested. I forgot what to do with this, the health of this. I don't know how to fix that. I guess you have to just wait till it breaks completely? Getting more locations. Ferris tanker and the old Takahe, or I guess I'm gonna say Takahe for now. Nothing to fill on supplies. We do need fuel. Work the hydroponics, that's indoors, so that's a -2 for that. Cool. Diagnose your frame. Find a tech in Flotsam, sure. Travel to Wellspring, get the spores from Greenbelt, meet Cadet in Scatteryard, and explore the hidden wreck. That's all we got. Are you serious? The game said, nah, you getting too much love over here. So basically you can't stay in a place for too long. I do like that because that's also, yeah, I know, the 4 twos. What's really cool is that this hunt, like this is basically forcing you on a game level just to keep moving and keep trying out new places. Do a little bit, keep moving, do a little bit, keep moving. And I like that because I think if this wasn't here, I would just stay in one spot and just do all the quests and then go to the next spot and so on and so forth. So this is really good. It makes you like want to go back to all these places and work that that gameplay loop with the fuel and supplies. It's beautiful, if you will. Oh, I can get scrap components out here, and I can buy fuel. Give me some fuel. You never know when you need fuel. Fill the fuel. Yeah. Okay, cool. I got 2s. I have 2s. The narrow escape. Oh, crash ship turn bar. I can buy a meal. Okay, so that's where I can get some energy one day whenever I have some bread. Flotsam. Ooh, analyze the structure. My +2. There we go. The chaos of Flotsam intrigues you. Passage to passage, it is the most incoherent place you have ever visited. Plating, cladding, and cushioning of all kinds of conditions hides a forest of wires and ducts, interfacing in ways their manufacturers would never dream possible. Rooms are crushed cargo bays, flipped bridges, and eviscerated engine rooms. Patchwork corridors are lumpen with messy welds, binding worryingly along their length. It is, to put it nicely, a total mess. It's not that you don't like it, but finding an artificer among this chaos has been more than a little challenging. This cycle searching these winding passages once more, seeing only scrap merchants and junk shops, you have begun to wonder if Seraphim had any idea what he was talking about when he advised you to come here. A sleeper, the voice cuts through the pungent air. Well, I never. Jean Me. Okay, with the leg over the knee. He's like, I've been waiting for you. You glance in the voice's direction and find yourself looking at a small booth, piled with tech. Behind a fogged and scratched plastic screen is a meticulously arranged counter, the only clear spot in sight. At it, an older man with wet and wandering eyes sits neatly. Approach the booth. Jean Me tilts his head. I didn't mean to be rude. Please. And he bows a little. That's okay. He smiles warmly, almost bowing again, his hunched shoulders accentuating the movement. How? He pauses, taking care with his speech now. How are you feeling, sleeper? He beckons you a little closer. I am Jean Michael, or Jean Michelle. Michelle? I'll say Jean Michael. Or no, because Jean Me, so Jean Michelle, probably. Though please, to you, Jean Me. Or Jean Mai? Jean Mai? Jean Me? I'm gonna say Jean Me. I work with machines. He sweeps a hand above his counter where you see configurations of tiny parts. Mostly small ones. He smiles. I'm not great. Of course, he chops with his hand to indicate a stool with the leg bar, meant for perching beside his counter, and such is the clarity and persuasiveness of his movements that you obligingly sit. Your presence is a rare honor here. He smiles and looks down into his lap. I am sorry if I make you uncomfortable. I am just very pleased to see you. That's okay. He looks up. Very kind of you to say. I can see your journey to me has not been easy. he says with genuine concern. You track his eyes across your body, noticing the scuff marks on your thick, vinyl-like skin, the replaced and broken parts of your body, the marks of violence. You pull your jacket a little tighter. Jinmi folds his hands over one another and places them on the counter. I do not know what your experience have been, but I want to assure you that I see you as a person, a being, a soul, shall we say, as valid as any other. You look at Jinmi, his own age and wear also evident, a life of precise and careful work shaping his body into a reflection of his process. You note his unconfident way of speaking, which betrays a certain loneliness, a lack of practice. It is his turn to feel observed. I understand. You are kind. The frankness of the remark takes you by surprise. He looks down at his counter and begins to take apart a tiny piece of machinery that sits there. Many years ago, when I began my apprenticeship, I would find that whenever I saw something that, was not working well, I was fixated on it and its repair. He tinkers with the parts, twisting them precisely. Of course, the belt is filled with this kind of dysfunctional detail. Ooh, don't tell me you have OCD, man. If you're in a place where everything's just jumbled together, oof. And so I was busy for many years with these small fixings. He smiles in reminiscence. But now I find that when I am interested in a thing that is not working as it should, he sharply twists one of the parts between his fingers. It is because it might have some quality not yet foreseen or discovered. He releases the altered object into the air where it balletically twists in a hypnotic display, like a spinning top whose movements are totally unpredictable. Jinmi smiles at you, watching his hypnotic toy. I can see that you are in the process of becoming, Sleeper. He catches the spinning toy between a finger and thumb. Oh my gosh, good job with the music kicking in. Let me aid you in this. What do you mean? Jinmi's precise hands drop to a device around his neck. He deftly pulls a pair of goggles up to his face, masking his wet eyes. Hold still, Sleeper. Something flickers inside the goggles, their face blank. Jinmi's hand plays across the buttons and switches on the exterior, tuning, focusing. Let him cook. When the goggles are finally lowered, they reveal a look of concern on Jinmi's face. I think you better come inside. He kicks off from his desk and disappears. A moment later, you hear a rattle, and a small bulkhead door beside the booth that you had assumed was rusted shut creaks open. Jinmi beckons you inside. Jinmi's workshop is even more cramped than you expected. As you enter, you are surrounded on all sides with netting holding bundles and bundles of terminals, servers, drives, and cables. At its center, a padded seat and a set of articulated arms mounted with sensors and tools filled the space. The seat, please. Jinmi gestures at it with a polite smile. I'm taking a seat. This is a doctor at this point. Look at this. I ain't being disrespectful to him. I'm sitting down. You tentatively settle on the seat, slipping your arms and feet into the straps meant to keep you from floating out of it in 0G. Jinmi floats beside you. He looks across your body. There is damage here. I see that. We will get to that. But I see something else here as well. This is why you came. He looks at you solemnly. Yes. Though I have never met a sleeper, I have studied them. I was looking to acquire some materials from Essenarp some time ago, in the interest of my own endeavors. He begins arranging a series of sensors around you on articulated arms. You are pleasingly distinct from those materials. His eyes flash with excitement. Am I right in thinking you have been modified? I rebooted myself. Yes, I see that your dependency on stabilizer, on the immune recoding portion of its makeup at least, has been broken. He gives you a precise look, but that is not all. You are physically modified, not externally, but internally. He carefully positions the final sensor. Your tracker is disabled, which makes it impossible for Essenarp to find you. Congratulations, he smiles broadly. But this is not all. You have been modified, yes, but you are also being modified as we speak. What? It's just tuning itself inside me? You feel a strange claustrophobia at Jinmi's statement, modified. Seraphim rebooted your system, ran the recoding protocol, but that shouldn't have physically changed you. It only removed your planned obsolescence. That can't be right. Then you are not aware, he nods. I am sorry to hear that. Jinmi goes to a terminal and flicks a switch. The modifications are the friends made along the way. Quick, Lamb Chops, put that on a shirt. Quick, put it on a shirt, now! We gotta make money on this one! Jean Mi goes to a terminal and flicks a switch. Through the back of the translucent screen, you see a nodal web in the vague shape of a sitting body. Your body. These changes appear to be complex, subtle, but consistent. Jean Mi goes silent as he taps at the terminal, the representation of your body rotating and unfolding in unsettling motions. It's like, I don't know if I want to ask what changes or how the hell is this happening. Yeah, what changes? What we got? I'm curious. See here, he points at a flickering representation of your spine, tracing a line towards your head. Your nervous system is growing additional nodal points here and here. Meanwhile, your emulation interface is growing an umbilical access port, though towards what end, I am unsure. You instinctively reach back and touch the base of your head. As you do, the scan flickers and screeches with noise. You feel for something there, growing under your thick vinyl skin. Can you feel a lump, or is that just your imagination? You pick at it. Jean Mi sighs and shuts off the terminal. The changes are partial and, in all honesty, he gestures sharply at the sensors, the resolution is too poor. I need to run a full diagnostic, but for that I would need... He drifts over to another terminal and brings up screens and screens of text and diagrams. Yes, some kind of medium to hold your suspended emulation. The access jack I can build myself, but we will need to bridge your emulation. Jean Mi speaks quietly, almost to himself. This man is like the definition of a tinkerer. I would cosplay as this though. Like, give me some good goggles. Like, see, this is the cosplay effort. You gotta get the goggles. You gotta get the little box on the side. Find some combat boots or some boots of some kind and some nice pants. And a nice shirt underneath. Oh, I do like this overcoat or shirt. It intrigues me. A ship mine would be ideal for this. Would have to be high capacity, a prime ship mine. Oh wow, that's something I haven't heard from in a minute. Solheim in origin. Perhaps Helion Gate might hold records of any that were in the system. He taps at the terminal. Jean Mi turns back to you. Yes, the prime ship mine is essential if you wish further investigations to be done. I will need this above all. He thumbs the terminal off. I am sorry to say, Sleeper. Can you tell me more? Accurately? No. He meshes his fingers in front of his chest. It is clear that a process has begun, but has yet to complete. Jean Mi busies himself with taking down the sensors and folding away the articulated arms. As he does, you try to calm yourself. You feel as if you have worms under your skin, and it takes all your focus not to pick at its seams. Jean Mi suddenly but gently places a hand on yours. Please, remain calm. He puts a carefully restored rare component in your hand. This can help you. Jean Mi waits for you to fall still, then he leans back a little, relieving some of the strange intimacy of the moment. For now, our work is concluded. He meshes his fingers again and bows with a small head bob, but you are welcome, anytime. Thank you, of course. His manner seems to have returned to something more businesslike. A humble man who knows his customers' needs. You get up from the seat, a little dazed, and push away into the passage. Safe travels, Sleeper, Jean Mi says quietly, placing the promised list in your hand as he lets you back into the station. You leave dazed, unsure of how to feel about the insistence of this man's particular kindness, but most of all haunted by the idea of the unseen processes that are running within you. Part of you does not wish to know anything further, to leave this place and never look back, and another is desperate to immediately retrieve every object on this list so that you may know what strangeness is happening within you. For now, you must steady yourself and find a way to continue. Hey, Seraphim comes to find you in your bunk. After Jean Mi's assessment, you find yourself drifting back to the rig, in need of the familiarity and comfort of your own ship. Sleeper, he drifts in. You found an artificer? He hovers by the door, looking concerned. Explain. You tell him about Jean Mi, how he offered you repairs and ran an assessment of your frame. You discovered the cramped booth, the articulated arms, the strangeness of seeing your own body anatomized upon the terminal screen. Then you tell him that your body is changing, growing in ways Jean Mi cannot identify, that some process has been started and you do not know where it will end. You mention umbilical ports and nodal points, trying your best to remember the details of things Jean Mi asked you to retrieve. Seraphim grows pale and silent. He shakes his head when you stop talking. Lane, he frowns. That piece of shit has to be behind this. We don't know that, or Jean Mi didn't say. He wouldn't know, but I know that piece of shit, and I know he would do something like this. Well, we'll get what you need. We'll find that ship mine, he nods. A bit of work here and there, and we can make it to the Helion Gate and wherever else. What about your stuff? We'll do that too, he thumps the wall. We're free, Sleeper. No one can stop us. Just say the word, okay? He goes quiet. Don't give up on yourself just yet, he smiles. Get up and get back to it. And with that, he turns and kicks off down the corridor, disappearing from sight. You wait a little while, staring at the stained ceiling of the bunks, letting the thoughts settle in your mind. And then, when you are ready, you get up and leave, dazed but with a stony determination growing in your chest. Oh, this is crazy. So before it was in the first game, like, we can tap into data and stuff and possibly become part of the AI, but now it's like we're changing, we are evolving. I love it. Oh, that's Jamie's booth. Gotta have the prime ship mind. Well, I got 7 fuel, barely any money. Interface into it, so it's just integration means meshing systems as well as scrap. The integrator will pay for anyone's skill with meshing networks and constant work to keep it sealed and safe. The integrators are volunteers and can always use some help. Buy engine components. Oh, wait. Oh, the engine components, valves, lines, and pumps for increasing engine capacity and range. Oh, that's cool. Wait, we can upgrade the rig? Oh, that's so cool. I think that's what she gave me. She gave me the engine components. He gave me a rare component, so I can probably fix this last one. I have 1 scrap component. For now, I will try. I think the only thing I can do, I'm just gonna put it here. I think it's just gonna be energy. 8 cryo. I got 12. I feel like I can buy something with 12. No. Hydroponic. I don't want to gain stress though. Dang it. So I bought that contract. Oh yeah. We can make food here. When broke, make yourself food. Ships go vroom, vroom, vroom. Indeed. We have 2 of these left. I say we just might as well go get some, I don't know, get some money while we're here. Ooh, nice. I'll take it. 28 buckos. I could buy a scrap component, but I would like some fuel. Let's fill up on that. And yeah, I can't buy a meal. I can make a meal, if you will. And what's down here? Oh, we can do supplies. Wow, it's 15 for that 1 supply. And work. Okay, cool. To the rig. Let us end the cycle. Okay, so we at least have our next, like, where we need to go next, like, for the main mission, which is to... Oh, what's this? The stranded rig. Oh, this is for some money. And we can get scrap and components. I might just do that. I think we have some time. Oh, we can make it to Helion Gate from here. We have some jobs here in the far spindle. Oh, we can make it to Holmes Rock from here. Do we have anything for Holmes Rock? No, it just says travel to Wellspring, meaning that we can go boom, bam, and we can hit Wellspring. And then the green belt, that's down the way. Scatteryard's the other way. Explore the hidden wreck. Locate a ship at Helion Gate. And then, so this is gonna continue the main story, and this is also a major one too. I say we do some of these, like these contracts we got. So let's go back to local. We have some time. Oh, I didn't know that. -3. Oh, so even traveling in general, I thought it was just to a hub. Interesting. Okay, I'm doing it. Travel to the contract. Is it just, oh, okay, I see. I will say, let's back up. Let me think how I want to do this. I don't know if that's enough to finish that one, but you know what? Let's do it. Let's just see what it does. YOLO it. Yeah, cause see, it's empty. I would like an extra person. And to do that,
I think we should go right back to the far spindle and complete one of those contracts there. Yeah, I would like to recruit that one dude. The map. So we have enough fuel. I don't think it costs, yeah, it doesn't cost fuel going back though. Okay. I say we should go to this one, but, oops. I wonder if we should just get one more thing of supply. Can you get supplies from here? Oh, it's probably this. I probably have to complete this at least one good time, which is fine. I actually meant to finish this up too. This is probably where we can buy stuff. Oh, I got an upgrade point. Nice. Yeah, these are still 4. I kind of want to work on that endure so I don't get limited, or I could just bump up interface. Maybe as an engineer, it's from hardware to software, and then maybe the intuition side of things. And then the push, I love this part too. So I could either do, I can't buy this, yeah. -1 stress on a focused die for a positive outcome. So that means you can make it to where you can get rid of a lot of stress in one go. One more level in endure. Yeah, because you're right. Yeah, because we can't do anything in engage. That's not the machinist's strength, right? No, it's all good. It's all good. That is a good thing. That's something to think about though, because if we do get the endure up, then we don't have anything negative, and then after that it's like it's a balanced slate. But then do we put some more points into push? Because I think if what's this bottom one? Push costs glitch, not stress. That's really good. And stress, minus stress effect on neutral and positive outcomes. So that means we don't have to worry about the stress that we accrue. This is really good. Oh, this is really good. It makes you kind of want to play as the other two ones too, and probably make some different decisions. But I got 2 of these dice left, and I don't want to hurt myself in the process. Oh, if you want to gamble in the Beltborn venture, you'll need a member's backing. Perhaps after enough shifts, you'll find a sponsor. Oh, engage. This sucks. It's like, sure, the highest you can ever get is a 4. I can't go gambling, y'all. Ooh, a signal station. What's this? Interpret signals, align arrays. Okay, that's cool. At the cost of what? Synchronizing them as specialist work. Do I get paid? Okay, cool. As long as I get paid, I ain't tripping on that. Aww. Well, that makes sense. 50-50, right? So, I thought I could be lucky. Was it a 1 out of... It was a 1/4 of a chance for it to happen if you roll 2 dice back? Well, in that case, anyway. 50-50. So, 50%. So, I have 1 energy. When you go out on a... I think when you go out, you don't have to worry about energy, you have to worry about supplies. So... The scrapper ship. I don't want to buy scrap, though. Yeah. Oh, I could have done that. True. True, I forgot about that. Now it's a +2. Deliver the spores. So you can't really buy supplies here, huh? That sucks. Or is it? Oh no, yeah you can. Boom. Thank you. Fuel will be okay. I think we'll be okay on fuel. I think when you fly out, it automatically gives you a set of dice. And I'm gonna test that now too. So map. And for Eugen, the hidden wreck. And I don't think you have to worry about fuel coming back either. I think it just automatically brings you back, but that's so cool. -3 hunt. You know what? That's... Actually, I don't have all the fuel in the world, right? Let me go and earn my pay. This is cool. Now, if they made it to where you have to fly to another hub to reset the hunt, I think that would have made it a little bit more, I think, like, challenging, instead of just every time you travel, it just resets it to 0. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. What do y'all think? Is it too easy? Is it too hard? Like, I'm not gonna stress out. That's fine. I wonder. Ooh, I can start that job with this, though. I'm gonna start the job with these dice. I think I can do that. Yeah, that's what I thought, too. Hey. I confirmed the crew. Let us go on a contract. Oh shoot, I forgot you can't repair dice. It's okay. Oh, okay. At least for science, we now know. I wish I had another dice though. I forgot. This is not what you promised. Seraphin turns to Eugen with a raised eyebrow. Looking out across a field of debris scattered around the small asteroid whose gravity has kept them here, you have to agree. Where do you even start looking? Eugen shrugs. Unfazed. I said the wreck was hidden. Transponder off, no flight records. I didn't say it was intact. If it was an easy job, I wouldn't have come with your crew. Could have just grabbed it myself. He winks. We all earn our share. That's definitely more than one wreck. Bliss is leaning towards the window, staring out at the glinting debris. I see at least 3, maybe 4 different engine housings out there. Seraphin sighs. You really think there's something of value to be pulled from all that? I know there is. My tip-off is good. We just need to find the right part. He looks out at the wide field of debris. Of the right ship. Let's get to it then. Hold up. Seraphin raises a hand. Eugen, can you at least tell us what needle we are looking for in this haystack? What I know is that a wreck with an item of great value is out here. That's it. He unstraps from his seat. Are you all afraid of some hard work? Is that it? Seraphin starts laughing. So you're telling me we don't know what we're looking for, where it is, or what it's worth? Trust me or don't, Eugen shrugs. This will be worth your while. This is a hot tip. Sleeper, please. Seraphin turns to you exasperated. Suddenly a percussive beep interrupts the conversation. All of you turn your attention to Seraphin's terminal. What the? Taps a few keys. We've got an incoming ship. Their transponder just popped up. See? Eugen smiles. What did I say? A hot tip. We better claim it before they do. He jabs a finger at the readout. What have you got us in? Okay, clock's ticking at this point. I see a few obvious sights, large bits of debris, clear hull sections. We should focus on those. Bliss unclips from her seat and glides out of the cockpit. See you lucky kids in the airlock. Ready, Cap? Eugen slaps you on the shoulder and kicks off through the cockpit door. Turn to Seraphin. I do not like that guy. Seraphin shakes his head. Give him a chance. Seraphin turns back to his terminal. Hey, you're the one who has to go out there with him. Look. Seraphin glances back over his shoulder. Just be careful. You nod and glide through the cockpit door, already trying to map the scattered debris in your mind. Sheesh. Start with the asteroid then? We have an Endure. And she's intuitive. Okay, or not intuitive, but intuit, but like it's not a plus. Or wait, is it a plus? No, it's just you can put those dice there. So okay, so this interface, cause she's an engineer like me. I can do interface stuff though. And I guess we can double up on this one. But she has the diamond and that. So what about this third area? There's a hacking a door. There's less here too. Getting into the shuttle will take some work, but you swear you see the blinking light of a terminal inside. Ooh, engineering. And we're both engineering too. Oh, it's a 4 for her? Well, that also means it's a 4 for me too. He can't really help here. I don't think so. Yeah, no. He can't help here. but she can. So yeah, she can't do that here. We're just all on this dangerous one right here. Well, here we go. Gotta stress. I hate stress. Another stress, of course. Trying to see what I can do on my own here. Ooh. Firing up the torch. New location discovered. Huh. So just me, and it's risky. I think you get stress? Yeah, it's stress. And I have a 1. I am not this transponder ship. Who was on your trail and what do they want? So we got 2 buffer turns and a scattered wreck. Oh, this sucks. Well, I guess I could put his dice in here. So we can begin this one. That's how you do it. Do I risk one? Might as well risk it for the biscuits. Did you doubt me, Sleeper? That's fine, because he has a lot of like stress points on him too. So if I put a 1 in there, then that is a stress for me. I just don't think it's worth it. But what could go wrong? Stress? Stress. Yes, it's stress. It is stress. I'm running back. Can you get rid of stress while on this? This is no time to rest. You cannot recover stress on a thing. Yeah, it's just whatever you got. And I can't do that. I know that. I could have done that. I would have had 1 more dice. I forgot about that. I gave myself a handicap, if you will. Welp. Welp. That was one of my dice. At least we can get it back to full health. I guess we can have him work on this, and I work on this one over here. That's like 2 for right there. Because only I can work on this one. I want positive outcomes, but no, it's neutral. Yo, all neutral? Okay, all right. It's my fault for having 2, right? Is that what you're gonna say? All right, we can work on this one with his dice. Ooh, that wasn't bad. This is an automatic positive too, so that's another 3. Nice, at least we know the next day this will be okay. It's like I kind of want to force this one on with her dice. Not sure if this is fixable. I mean, hey, you never know. Ho ho! Eugen's wreck. Unlock with cipher. The wreck's outer door is sealed with reinforced. The only way will be with an access cipher. Perhaps there's one elsewhere? Ooh, we're getting close. So there's a pitted asteroid, which we haven't started yet. Might as well use all the dice we got. Ooh, nice. Yeah, the facts. That actually worked. And then that other ship's gonna be here next cycle, so let's hope I don't break another one of these. Ooh, nice. Eugen, you piece of shit, where are you? The distorted voice rattles through the ship as you are all finishing your breakfast in the mess. Everyone turns to look at Eugen. Seraphonor is shaking his head. Vesna, he says under his breath, you suddenly recall the steel-eyed captain who confronted Eugen and the Gyre back on the far Spindle. Open this airlock before I do something I'll regret. As her voice echoes through the room, you realize she must be at the rig's entry lock, using the comms panel out there to speak into the ship. Eugen,
He shoots you a resigned look. We should let her in. You kick off toward the door, but Seraphim drifts between you and the exit. Sleeper, you sure about this? You can see he's angry, but he's also looking at you for reassurance. Relax, I got this. He raises an eyebrow. I like your confidence, Sleeper, but the moment this starts to go south, he shoots Eugen in a glance. We're booting them both out. Eugen falls as you glide down to the airlock and hit the control for the exterior door. Let me handle her. Eugen gives you a nod. Fine. He nods appreciatively and drifts forward between you and the airlock. You watch as the airlock cycles, and past Eugen you see the silhouette of Vesna through the viewing window as she removes the helmet of her suit. Though he has been playing it cool, you see Eugen take a deep breath in preparation. I should shoot you right here. Vesna floats through the airlock door, her eye implants glinting, but I wouldn't want to give the wrong impression. Her metal eyes make it impossible to read her tone. Let her talk. Is this how you treat all your clients, Eugen? Promise to deliver the coordinates they helped you to find, and then instead, when you find out their value, go to another crew to try to steal the prize out from under their nose? I knew you were an amateur, she smiles, but I didn't know you were an idiot too. Tell whatever stories you want, Vesna. Until I am paid, there is no deal, Eugen smiles. Did you pay me, Vesna? Vesna looks frustrated. You know as well as I do that payment was on receipt of the coordinates. Well, sorry to say, I won't be able to deliver. Deal's off. Piece of shit. Her hand goes to her hip. Now, you are a guest on this ship. Seraphin's voice comes from somewhere behind you. Let's all remember that. You turn back to see Seraphim holding a whole bolter at his waist. Its wide muzzle trained on Vesna. Vesna lets her hand go loose at her side, abandoning her threat. Of course. I thought you might all see the breach of trust in this situation, but I was wrong. Get off the ship. Gladly. She backs a little towards the airlock door. Eugen, she looks at the freelancer, don't think I'll back off. My team can find this thing faster than any mongrel crew, she smiles. First of the prize takes all. May the better crew win. Indeed. Vesna slips back into the airlock and hits the control panel. The door is scissor shut. Eugen suddenly tumbles forward as something hits him in the side of the head. Ooh, idiot! Seraphim stands behind Eugen, having swung the heavy muzzle of the whole bolter directly onto his head. If you ever put this crew in danger like that again... Hey, yo, stop! Sleeper, you know I value your kindness and your patience, but this idiot almost got us killed. Seraphim's breathing heavily, his anger apparent. He still might. Eugen catches himself on the wall. It's okay. He wipes a little blood from his forehead. I get it. That was sloppy. Your whole thing is sloppy, Seraphim bristles. This is how you get yourself killed. As much as I am enjoying this display of aggression and idiocy, Bliss's voice comes from behind you all. We still have a contract to complete. They push past to start suiting up, and now we have competition. We should leave. Seraphim slings the whole bolter onto his shoulder. Cut our losses. Now wait. Eugen wipes the corner of his mouth with the back of his hand. All this, and you were going to give up and turn tail? Eugen's right. Shit, you're right. All right. He glides over to Eugen and pats him on the shoulder. Time for you to prove your worth. I'll be watching. Ones? A 3 and a 2? Oh, at least I got 2 5s, okay? I got 2 5s. So we got 3 turns till they find it all. If you don't get it first, this will be, oh man. I hope I picked the right 2, because scrap covered rock. This is probably where you can get like extra scrap, but I think we're on the right path here. So let's continue. I'll take that. Data trawl. Nice. Well, that's it? Huh? Hey. What? What was the point? Oh, the unstable cipher. I was like, wait a minute. I missed it. I might as well throw one of these at this. I can do this one. Search the wreckage. Looks like that was sloppy. Let's hold onto their dice, and let's at least put the cipher in here. Okay. Ah, I see. This must be the wreck Eugen wanted to find. You wonder what valuable treasures wait inside its cargo bay. Interesting. Okay. I'll put all of his dice in here. You better get it done.
Ooh, I'll take a positive outcome. Yeah, this is gonna be a 1 or a negative for him. I'll take it. We take that. I don't want to put 1s on this one for her because 50-50 and she can get, well, I think she has enough stress to take. She can at least take 2 stress. Nope. That's a bad idea. All right. That was bad. I didn't know it was gonna be 2. All right. Oh, sir. Oh, she got some 4s, so we can do that. Oh, it is dangerous. That makes sense, though. His is risky. Hey, yo! Can't use hers again. Ooh. I forgot the +2 for engineering. This really comes in hand, man. Good. And hopefully this gives me 3. The cargo bay door shutters open in silence as Eugen levers them apart. This is it. The final layer to pull back before you reach Eugen's mysterious prize. You can't help but feel a little excited. There's also a sense of satisfaction to the idea that you beat Vesna's crew to the wreck. You found it, you cracked it open, and now you'll be the one to reap the rewards. Basking in your success? Nah, we're gonna focus on the job. The doors are open enough for a person to glide through now. Beyond, there is only the darkness of the cargo bay. You follow Eugen in, the headlamps on your suit lighting his back, and the dusty void beyond. You see the boxes disappear, as if by magic. Out of the dark, Eugen glides past them. Does he not see them? You stop and take a look at the loot. A stack of 4 sealed boxes sit in the middle of the bay, their armored exteriors caked in dust. You wipe it away and squint at the aging label. They look like industrial ship components, still sealed, totally untouched. In the belt, where Mostech has been through hundreds of hands, patched up and reconfigured, this is a solid haul, but not the kind of haul that gets crews fighting over it. Something doesn't add up. They aren't here. Eugen's voice crackles to the radio. Where are you? Back wall of the bay, come see. You kick off from the crates and glide through the dark until you see Eugen, the back wall of the cargo bay, and something that confuses you for a second. A black shape, a ragged circle around Eugen. You squint. Inside it, tiny lights twinkle. It takes you a moment, but you slowly realize that you are looking through a hole in the wall to the stars beyond. Someone beat us to it. His voice is flat. They are long gone. Are you serious? Look for yourself. This happened a while ago. They punched in and took it. What aren't you telling me? What was it? He turns his back to you, his face pale in your torch headlights. He seems to be lost for words. Folks, Bliss's voice comes through the suit comms channel. I've got Seraphim telling me Vesna's crew are heading this way. So whatever you got in there, if you want to keep it, grab it and get out now. I'm already heading out for the rig. I'll get the cargo bay open and prep for your arrival. They pause. Don't dawdle. Go now. Eugen suddenly seems to regain his focus. The crates. Let's grab them and go. You glide back across the bay, your mind still racing with questions. Something about Eugen's reaction tells you he knew what he was expecting to find here. If that is the case, you think, it's yet another lie he's told you. You both reach the crates and quickly lash them together, guiding them weightlessly out of the room between you. And as you do, you meet eyes with Eugen and he looks away. I really hope you 2 idiots are on your way back, Seraphim chirps over the radio, because Vesna's boys are just about to reach that wreck you're on. We're inbound. And then clicks his radio off. Well. Tell me then, what ancient and powerful treasure did you find in that thing? Gold? A Conway warhead? 3 crates of 3 crates of components. Seriously? Sleeper, me and you are going to need to have a serious chat. You cross the debris field to the ship in silence, your eyes on the scrap for a sign of Vesna's crew. You don't think they'd ambush you, but then again, you wouldn't put it past them. As you reach the cargo bay and guide the crates through the open door, you shoot Eugen a final glance. Give me time, he says quietly over the radio. I'll explain in time. You consider pressing him, even shouting at him, but you realize there will be plenty of time for that on the journey back to the far spindle. For now, you just want to get out of here. Contract complete. Hey, beat Vesna to the hidden wreck. Got a little achievement there. Can I still... Yeah, I still got 2 days. Nice, thank you. We're halfway done. Let's at least see what we can get with while we got our supplies still.
Don't give me a 1 or a 2. Hey, I got 6 and 5s. That's what I'm talking about. That's why the game was like, look, we're gonna give you a good hand. You better use it well. Okay. And I want successes. Oh yeah, he can help too here. Yeah, we're using your dice at this point. You'll be fine. We already completed the contract anyway. Cool, I'll take it. I think we can open this up too. Yep. Only his now. Gather the scrap. Okay, cool. Got one more day, and we're gonna gather some scrap. All right, took a hit there, but that's okay. It sucks, but ooh, I'll take it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. Should I risk more? Oh, yeah, at least got some scrap. Yeah, this ain't gonna be good. I think it's gonna give me like 1 stress. Yeah, 1 stress. Dang, man. Yeah, but hers is gonna be a 2. Yeah, it's the best plan. There's scrap here. Give me at least 1 more. I'll take that. Unless, wait a minute. I believe we gain 2 stress. Plus stress and plus crew stress. So he'll be out for the count. And I'll be at a 3 and risking my dice even further. I'm gonna take the risk. I want all the scrap. I want all my chits, my cryo. I'm done with this job. That's fair. That's fair. No. We're gonna work our way up. Oh my gosh. Pray to the RNG daddy. Hey! We're out. Dipping. We're getting out. I'm going back. -5 stress during, yep, leave. We are out. Eugen has spent the journey back to the Far Spindle, avoiding Seraphine as best as he can. It might be that he is afraid, but you get the feeling it's more likely that he has been making himself scarce out of a genuine sense of regret. Seraphine, however, doesn't see his behavior so favorably. Slimy shit won't even show his face. Seraphine complains loudly as he finalizes docking. Put us in a spacer cruise sites with no care for anyone but himself. Enough, Seraphine. He turns to shoot you an irritated look, but as he does, you see his eyes jump to the door behind you. You hear the rustle of movement behind your head and turn to see Eugen in the cockpit's doorway, a rare, serious expression on his face. I owe you all an explanation, his voice low and steady. Believe it or not, this was not my plan. Yeah, your plan was to find the loot in that wreck and split with it, wasn't it, big man? Seraphine glares at Eugen. No, it wasn't. Hear him out, Seraphine. She cuts in from the back of the cockpit. Vesna has been searching for a ship. Eugen looks over your heads at the Far Spindle. An infamous ship. Seemed like she already had a ship. That was part of the problem. Not a rig. He looks down towards himself. A fraction drive ship. An interstellar ship. That seems to shut Seraphine up, and you don't blame him. An interstellar ship here in the belt? That's tech from the core systems. No way. I get that you don't trust me, but I'm not lying. I shouldn't even be telling you now. Word gets out that there's a factory fresh fraction ship somewhere in that belt. People kill for less. He shakes his head. Gangs kill for much less. You're telling me there's a fraction ship that no one has ever found that's been sitting here. Since when? Since the collapse? Believe it or not, that's exactly it. Vesna put me on the trail. She wanted me to find its location for repayment. He looks away. An old debt. But the moment I found the data that verified its existence, that confirmed the ship was out there, I couldn't give it to her, and that's when you found me. Why keep it from her? as he folds his arms. You may have met Vesna, but you don't know her. Eugen meets your eyes. She's one of the last people in the belt who should have a ship like that. Well, no one has the ship now, if it even exists. Need I remind you that it wasn't there? Your data was a bust. No, as he shakes his head, it was there once. Those wrecks, those were the ships that fought over the Fraction ship, a bunch of Solheim corporates who wanted to get out of the system when it all came down, and that ship was their ticket. The Aphelion Path. Eugen looks out at the far spindle. It was there, but someone moved it, hid it, long before we got there. Leave the belt? Sign me up. He laughs. You and me both, Sleeper. I am sorry, Sleeper. And to you both as well. I wanted to keep this secret. I wanted to find the Aphelion Path, and I knew that if I did, you would understand. Still, I was wrong to manipulate you. He bows his head. There's been a lot of bowing of heads, and I love the culture. I'm fine with it. But I'm not done. He raises his head, his gaze hard now. I will find the ship, and I will leave the belt. How will you do that? Seraphim shoots him a sly look. With no ship of your own and Vesna at your back? He ignores him and moves closer to you. Sleeper, I will uphold our deal. I will serve on your crew, and when I have news of the Aphelion, you will know. That is what we agreed. He turns to you. I know, I always say it, but this time you have to listen, Sleeper. This guy is no good. I've known his type. Don't bring him. This can be your escape too, Sleeper, as he meets your eye. Is this like one of the endings in the game? I'm curious. You're in. You've got a lot to prove. He passes close to Eugen as he leaves. You better get on with it. He meets his eye but says nothing. Once Seraphim is gone, he looks to you and nods. Thank you. He turns and leaves too. Quite the ragtag group we have here. Bliss nudges past you. I know you understand what a second chance means for you, Sleeper, but I am glad to see you understand that others need the same. They slip out before you can respond. You stare out of the cockpit at the lights of the far spindle. You hope Eugen understands his mistake, and you hope even harder that Vesna doesn't hold a grudge, even though you know for a fact she does. The bunks are going to need expanding at this rate. Hey, we got a permanent person on the crew. I say we buy one of these on the Focus. I forgot about using this out there. Yeah. Keep adding +1 to the dice. And down here, push cost glitch, not stress. This is interesting, but I do like the stress effect on neutral, like minus stress on neutral and positive outcomes, especially with a +4. I'll do that anytime. I love the meta. Let me spend these dice real quick. No, not you. Let's get some bread, because I didn't get no money from that. None. Didn't pay me anything. Better give me my money. I want some more money. What do I have? I have raw scrap. It's not a bad deal. I don't know what these processed scrap is for, but we'll collect it. Oh, I got some cryo out of it too. I'll take it. And we got some rare components. We got 3. Oh no, we already had 3, but we got 5 rare components and 1 scrap component. Let's also fix ourselves up. I would like to fix myself, please. It takes 2 scraps. That's right. But we can use a rare component. That's what I'm talking about. We're back to full 5 dice. And I'm starving. We have no supplies. I think we can buy some from here. Wow, I can't even fill up my supplies. Fuel, yes. That'll be 30. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. But okay, that was a really good episode today on Citizen Sleeper 2. We found a permanent crew member on the ship. We have a lot going on. We have Lane hunting for us. We got a lot of drives here to do, but otherwise, we've leveled up our machinist pretty well as well. So, hey, come back on for the next stream or catch it on YouTube when this drops there. But otherwise, y'all have a good evening and a good rest of your week. I'll see you tomorrow here on Twitch again if you're going to be by again for a stream. But otherwise, peace out from your favorite uncle, Uncle Burnsy. Ciao, everyone.